Good morning, second grade. Welcome back to math. We're going to work on a couple of different things today. We are going to try to identify where numbers are on the number line by our today's number routine. You might want to have your number line out in front of you. We're also going to be practicing counting objects and thinking about what good counters do. We're also going to try to analyze other students' work to see where they went wrong in their counting. So let's get started. I'm going to try sharing my screen with you today. So we are going to look here at our number line. And this number line does look a little different from yours, and it looked different from the one that we used last week. So if you notice, this number line starts at 0, and each mark is counted, and it goes all the way up to 30. So today's number is 12. So I want you to take a second and don't touch your computer screen, but put your finger up where you think the number 12 is on our number line. Absolutely. Our 12 is right here. If you notice, 12 comes between 11 and 13. So if we were thinking about the number 12, let me see if I can move this down some. Well, maybe not. We could say that 12 is greater than 11. Would 12 be greater than 13 too? That's right. No, 12 is going to be less than 13. So 12 is greater than 11. 12 is less than 13. So I want you to take a second and let's see if you can come up with some equations that might equal 12. So if you have a piece of paper in front of you, pause me for a second and jot down some equations that you know that might equal 12. And you can use addition, you can use subtraction, and then we'll go over a couple of these together. All right, so let's think about 12. I know that 10 plus, good, 2 equals 12. Are there doubles that equal 12? Good, absolutely. 6 plus 6 equals 12. What about some subtraction? That one's a little hard. What if I started with 14? What would I need to take away to equal 12? So let's think up here on our number line. 14, 13, 12. How many hops? Great. 2 equals 12. Good job. Could I do it with more than 2 add-ins? Which this one, 6 plus 6 is 2 add-ins. 10 plus 2 is 2. Could I do it with 3? Absolutely. Let's do 6 plus 3 plus 3. Equals 12. Very good, and there are probably a lot that I didn't even think of up there. So if you have some on your paper that I didn't think of, that you think are super cool, have your parents shoot me a picture of those on Class Dojo. I would love to look at them. I am loving seeing all of your work. You guys are doing a fabulous job. So now let's go here, and I have an absolute mess with this set of coins here. I have these pennies all over the place. And if I wanted to count these, I want to think about a good way to count these. So do you think it would be better to just kind of try to figure out and use my little mouse and count this way, or do you think I should kind of move things around? So I want you thinking about that. I'm going to count these, and as I count, I want you to see what you notice that I am doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So how many pennies did I have here? I ended up with 50. So let's talk about a couple of things that I did while I was counting. How we count. The first thing I did is I said one number for each object. So as I touched the penny and pulled it over, I said a number. I kept track of what I've counted. I touched and moved each object. So I didn't leave them all in that messy pile. I picked them up with my mouse and I moved them over to the side. You can count by putting into groups or rows. I put my pennies into rows of 10. I like tens. I can easily recount these. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 to make sure I've done it correctly. The last number I say tells us the number of objects in the group. So the last number I said was 50, so there would be 50 objects in this group. And then you always want to double check when you're finished. And if you put your objects into groups or rows, it's going to be super easy for you to double check when you're done, just like I showed you a second ago when I counted by tens. So what we're going to see now, this is a counting strip that a second grader has completed. And I want you to look at this and think to yourself, what went wrong? I'm going to go through this. So we have 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So we look good so far. What do you see here that's wrong with these? Yeah, this doesn't say 101. Even though it looks like it does, 101, nope, it does not. This actually says 1001. So if I wanted to fix that, 101, 101. So looking at this one, does this say 102? No, it does not. It does not say 102. It says 1002. So how would I write 102? Good, 102. What's wrong with this one here? Does it say 103? You're right, it does not. It says 1003. So I would correct that to 103. And then now we should know that this last one is wrong, 1004. Let's change that to 100. Whoops, still got that crossed out. 104. Now we have this correct, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104. So let's see another common mistake that second graders are making on their counting strips. This counting strip is the same, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. What went wrong here? Yeah, they jumped straight from 100 to 200. What comes after 100? We just learned on our last strip. Good, 101. And then not 300. Whoops. What would come up there? Right, 102. So this person found 100 and then just forgot, and they went on and kept counting by 100s. That's a very common mistake that we see, especially right when we get above 100. We tend to get kind of lost. So now I've corrected this. 100, 101, 102, 103, and 104. Let's look at another one. This is one that I see a lot. Looks pretty good so far. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Oh, look, this person did that correctly. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 200. What's wrong here? Absolutely. This 200 shouldn't come yet. What would come after 109? Right, 110. Good job. Okay, let's look at one more. 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109. Look at this down here. Does it say 110? No, it says 1010. Let's change that to 110. Very good. So let me show you what you're going to be doing. On your student activity book page, this is page 26, you have some counting strips. What went wrong? Here are parts of 3 counting strips. Try to find what went wrong and correct the mistakes. So just like here, I crossed it out, and right next to it, I wrote what should be there. So you're going to do the same thing here. This is counting strip 1. This is counting strip 2, counting strip 3. Then you're going to go down here and do the ongoing review. Once you finish that, we're going to come back together and we will talk a little bit about telling time.